of time. Where are they now? All the ghosts from your past, lost in dreams of a time long gone by.
I couldn't hide it anywhere else. Campbell would have caught me. All our plans would have been ruined.
They are anyway. We were supposed to stop the drum ever getting down the well.
I know that.
How could you be so stupid?
He was in danger, Joe.
My ring's in there too. Do you think I just dropped that down the well?
Yeah, well, it's going to be 1,000,000 times harder getting it out of there than out of a cellar.
Harder, perhaps, but not impossible.
You have a plan?
We wait till there's no one around, climb down and fetch it back up.
We didn't put it down there.
Me, then. I'll get it back up.
Forget it, Nicholas. The chances are like 0, okay? Naught.
There must be something we can do.
Sure.
What if Tama manages to come through with a neutralising compound?
Maybe. I can't believe we spent all this time trying to stop the drum getting down the well, and Nicholas just goes and puts it there.
You mustn't worry. We'll still save your friends.
We tried to change history, we couldn't do it.
You've got to keep believing, Joe. When Papa was sick, Mama always believed he'd get well. And he did.
You know what I believe? I believe Nicholas would have made a really bad Tsar.
At least I would have been a Tsar who acted, not simply sat around complaining and doing nothing.
The Tsar of Russia?
Well, he won't be unless Joe finds the drum and changes...
If Joe's back in 1919 tracking down toxic sludge, I want to know everything. Whose mirror is it?
It's Joe's.
But where did it come from? Who's doing this?
Well, it came from that funny old antique shop. Remember? The shopkeeper insisted that she take it.
The mirror.
As though he were keeping it there. Especially for her.
And then insisted on coming around here and showing her exactly where it should go.
This is the precise position. You must leave it right there. It's right for it to be there. By tomorrow morning, you'll understand.
Of course.
What?
The shopkeeper, he must have been the old guy on the phone. The one who told me I had to go through and help Joe.
Guard that mirror.
Good evening.
G'day.
I've been expecting you. I've taken the liberty of preparing some tea. We have a great deal to talk about.
Yes, we do. Why were you so keen for Joe to have the mirror?
Yeah. It was like you recognised it from somewhere.
Oh, indeed. Your daughter's destiny is my destiny.
What?
Where is she now? Is she all right?
Oh, yes, perfectly. A little frustrated. Annoyed, but otherwise in good health.
If she's in any kind of danger.
Please, bear with me. I'll explain. It begins with the Russian Revolution and the young son of the Russian Tsar brought to New Zealand as a political prisoner. Held, against his will, for ransom. You take milk, I believe.
What? Oh, yeah, Ta.
You should find Nicholas and apologise.
What?
Apologise?
Me? To him?
Yes. You aren't being very fair. Not really. There's another reason. If Sir Ivor catches him trying to get the drum back, he'll make absolutely certain he never escapes again.
I think I shall send Sir Ivor a note pleading illness.
I certainly don't want to go to his ghastly ball. I feel ill at the thought of being polite to that man.
Bribing a tutor to spy on children. Unforgivable.
On the other hand, we don't want him to think that we are intimidated.
I am not intimidated.
And if Nicholas is truly being held against his will...
Very well, but I shall go alone.
Simply a question of searching properly. I don't care whose fault it is. I want you to search every part of the grounds. Get O'Neill and the others to help you. You over there, Campbell over here. He can't have gone far. Now get back there and start looking.
So why would you want to help Joe save her friends?
Look, how does all this connect?
That's one of the great curiosities of history, isn't it? How events can be seemingly unrelated to one another, and yet be somehow linked. Parts of a greater scheme, a series of events, all flowing as streams into a river, converging towards one single and inevitable moment, somewhere in the future.
Prime Minister.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have guests arriving.
May I ask if you've given any further consideration to this afternoon's discussion?
I have no intention of engaging you in any capacity whatsoever. Good evening.
I have certain information for which I'm sure I could find an enthusiastic buyer.
Get out, Fred, before I have Campbell throw you out. Oh, and use the servants' entrance. There's a good fellow.
Ah, there you are.
Pleasure to see you, Salisbury, Lady Salisbury.
Thought for a moment you'd gone off and left us to our own devices.
Minor business matter to attend to.
Irritating, that, isn't it? It's always something trivial.
Quiet.
Tell me, Sir Ivor, who are those two interesting-looking gentlemen over there?
Rather wondering that myself.
Travellers from Europe.
Interest in our small piece of paradise is spreading, eh?
Thanks to entrepreneurial people such as yourself.
You are too kind, Lady Salisbury.
It's called an eye to the main chance, my dear.
Excuse me. What are they doing here?
They insisted, sir. I found it very hard to say no.
And Nicholas?
No sign at all, sir.
Dash it, man. I want him found. That transaction must take place tomorrow. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Smythe, how nice to see you again.
The Prime Minister.
It is an honour to have you in my home, sir.
Pleasure, Sir Ivor, pleasure.
Indeed.
My lady. Now, please, this way. I'd like you to meet some of my guests.
We thought you might need some help. Sounds like the ball's begun.
What are you doing? I'm going to get the drum.
Someone might see you.
Now's the best chance. While it's dark and everyone's at the ball.
Don't you think we should wait until Tama gets here with the neutralizing agents?
Shh. It's Campbell, quick.
Where are you, you little beggar? We won't get far, I can promise you that.
That was close.
Yeah.
Of course, Sir Ivor could never have dreamt that years in the future a young scientist's endeavours were about to set in train a series of events destined to give this, Night of Nights, our most unwelcome twist.
Isn't it beautiful?
The music.
It's romantic, graceful.
I guess.
I love dancing. Do you?
We don't really dance. Not waltzes and stuff. You can't. Not to our music.
What do you do?
I don't know. You just kind of bop about.
Bop about?
Move around. Do whatever you want. I'd love to learn to dance properly, though, like in the old movies.
I could teach you. Come on.
What?
Here, now.
No way.
Come on, Joe.
It's crazy.
I'd be honored if you'd join me for this dance.
I don't know how.
I'll show you.
No, not now. Come on, Tama, where are you?
What are you doing here?
It's a free country.
Jade's outside. She's hanging around again.
Yeah, I know. It's giving me the creeps.
How does she know what's going on?
Don't worry about it now. Have you got them?
I couldn't hide it anywhere else. Campbell would have caught me. All our plans would have been ruined.
They are anyway. We were supposed to stop the drum ever getting down the well.
I know that.
How could you be so Forget it, Nicholas. The chances are like 0, okay? Naught.
There must be something we can do.
Sure.
What if Tama manages to come through with a neutralising compound?
Maybe. I can't believe we spent all this time trying to stop the drum getting down the well, and Nicholas just goes and puts it there.
Ghosts from your past, lost in dreams of a time long gone by. Oh, it's like a mirror in your mind. You see the love you left behind. You're lost in far, far away on the edge of the world. You are lost, out of place, out of time. Where are they now? All the
Stupid.
He was in danger, Joe.
My ring's in there too. Do you think I just dropped that down the well?
Yeah, well, it's going to be 1,000,000 times harder getting it out of there than out of a cellar.
Harder, perhaps, but not impossible.
You have a plan?
We wait till there's no one around, climb down, and fetch it back up.
We didn't put it down there.
Me, then. I'll get it back up.